я не знаю, будет ли хорошо слышно, но с днем знаний, потому что поступаешь в Хогвартс, там до этого было, короче, письмо, вот, что ты поступаешь на 1 сентября на 5 курс, короче. Вот. И поэтому, собственно, с днем знаний, да. Я так решила. Блин, не знаю, какую форму лица выбрать. Ну, вот это пойдет. Очки делаем? Ёп. Твою мать. Нет, не делаем. Они какие-то стрёмные тут. Прическа, цвет волос. О, ебать. Даже есть цветные. Я хочу... О, тут даже есть тон, как у меня, короче. Не, у меня примерно вот такой, наверное. Блять, нет, вот такой вот. Какие красивые волосы тут есть. С кайфом. О, ебейше. Блин, такие классные кудряшки. Я не хочу их даже убирать. Прям красивые такие. Блять. Очень красивые цвета. Тяжело определиться даже. Какой лучше? Давайте выберем, короче, сначала прическу. Вау! Пучок. Ебать! Какая красота-то! Охуеть! Это прям какая-то для пожилых. Блин, мне так нравятся такие красивые короткие стрижки. Они все классные. Хи-хи-хи. Хи-хи-хи-хи. Надо также себе, короче, правую сторону укладывать. Ебейше выглядит. Ой, нет. Вот это няшка. Я не знаю, хочу ли я красный цвет или какой-то другой. Да, пучок норм был, вот этот вот, который сзади. Типа такая больше мужская, как бы, стрижка. Ну, блядь, ну я не могу, мне вот эти кудряшки просто капец как соблазняют. Но в то же время я что-то не хотела. Вот, блядь, ну красота же, пиздец, это вот укладка такая, просто ебанись, мне очень нравится. Ну и кудряшки такие, блядь, сложный выбор. Что, начать с того, это... Ой. Пиздец. Нахуй. Нет, я хочу вот эту посмотреть еще с разными цветами. А, тут есть вот такие вот стрелочки, короче. Угу. Тут, кстати, блонда почему-то нет. Тут как бы... Ну, Ну, вот это только можно как-то за блонд посчитать, но и то это, ну, не блонд. Мне кажется. Музыка классная. Ну-ка. Если вот эти кудряшки, короче. Блять, похоже на эту, на девушку из Ванпанчмана. Забыла, как ее зовут. Да и похуй, так понятно. Ну, сука, кудряшки, блядь. Ебейшие. Я не хочу их выбирать. Там, может быть, можно будет менять, типа, обычно прическу менять можно. Во всех играх. Нет, короче, я все-таки предпочту кудряшки. Жижу купила. А что там за вкус этой жижи? Я, короче, предпочту... Блять, не туда ткнула. Кудряшечки. Ура, Симс. Да, типа, мы сейчас будем сидеть полвека, создавать мне персонажа. Блять, как красиво-то нахуй. Блять, она на парня похожа на самом деле. Хотя там можно делать трансов в этой игре. Блять, сейчас, ребят, секундочку, я немножко звук... Так, устройство ввода. Громкость мультимедиа. Блять, я не знаю, как тут настраивать. Если честно. Микрофон, настройка уровня микро... Блять. Ладно, допустим. Я просто свой голос услышала. Купила с лимоном. А, да, все, поняла. И чё, как тебе, кстати? Сука, я хочу что-то такое. Это девушка? Ну, я, блядь, планировала сделать это девушкой, типа, я хочу за девочку играть. Вот. А она как-то немного смахивает на парня сейчас, но мы сделаем ее так, чтобы она была чуть больше похожа на девушку. Такие реснички у нее длинные. Хотя мне кажется, что это парень, что-то какие-то скулы жесткие. Хотя хуй поймешь, блядь, это выглядит, как я, непонятное животное, блядь, бесполое. Блядь, темно-зеленые волосы или ярко-зеленые, думаю. Темно-зеленый как-то поблагороднее, такой изумрудный. Пиздец, все, короче. Выбрали похуй. Состояние кожи. Да, давай шрамик. Можно, как у меня, шрамик на левом глазу? Ну, типа такого только, да, можно? Состояние кожи? Что это значит? Это... Всякие хуйни на коже. О, мешки под глазами можно сделать. А можно, наоборот, какие-то розовые, блядь, глаза сделать. Так. Что поменялось? Кто-то понял? Я не поняла. А, вот тут что-то на щеках, блядь. Веснушки и родинки? No. No. О, тупо как у меня, ебать. Родинка. Давай вот эту оставим. Блядь, нет, нету вот эту. Мы же все-таки типа меня создаем, да? Состояние кожи. Давайте дальше смотреть. Что у нас тут по состоянию кожи? Ну вот вижу, что появились всякие типа кратеры на коже, типа хуёвая кожа, ну как у меня чисто. Так, ага. Ну вот так вот сделаем, типа вообще жизнью поёбано, блядь, заёбано. Найс, нам нравится. Цвет глаз, ёб твою мать. Какие красивые, блядь. Пиздец. Я шатала, блядь. О, мой бог. Не, ребят, ну это любить и трахать. Это пиздец, цвет бровей. Блядь, опять не туда нажала. Да, блядь. Я попадаю не на вот эти вот тыкалки, короче. А не туда, куда надо. У меня такой нежный ребенок какой-то получается. Похуй, черные, блядь, какие там были. Коричневые, ну вот такие пускай будут. Здорово, привет, привет. Я такая, типа, не хочу ни с кем общаться сегодня, запустила стрим, блядь, чтоб со всеми общаться сегодня. Ну, это Бебра гениальной была. Так, ебать. Ну, у меня злой взгляд, давайте искать... О, можно монобровь себе сделать. Так. Мне интересно, куда меня шляпа распределит.
That was quite something.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to... It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
А там типа рандом? Вообще да, то есть там вроде как распределяются. А типа все, я не могу фигуру настроить, пиздец. Я хотела и фигуру настроить еще. Сука, у него кадык, блядь, или что? Или хуй? Ладно, поебать, я типа волшебница. Сука, у меня такое чувство, будто я парня, блядь, сделала. Вроде как у нее есть что-то похожее на грудь, да, поэтому она на женщину же похожа. Немного. Ну ладно. Поебать, имя вашего персонажа. Так, ее будут звать Рита, блядь. Давайте. Не сам выбираешь? Вроде нет. Ой, ебать, Машпитова нахуй. Ой. Залогинилась в Хогвартс, беброчка. Так, начать путешествие. Как назвала кайзером? Нет, блядь. Все, народ, погнали нахуй.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Oh, Eleazar! George! Glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatergoers in the West End.
When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Да, давайте.
Your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along?
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Я не вижу, что они говорят. В смысле? А что, субтитры не отображаются? Ну, тогда все, надо читать. Ну, если что, я буду пересказывать. Блять, ебать музыка. посмотри, может быть, в настройках этого Ютуба можно тебе включить субтитры. Качество можно выбрать повыше. Тоже там в настройках.
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary. It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl.
Ебать графика, конечно. Типа
That she had to get rid of it quickly.
Ткани, текстуры, вау.
Presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's the glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
Да, мы едем в Хогвартс сейчас.
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait. We did.
Ёбаный в рот! А сова! Блять! А, все, с совой все хорошо, ребят, не паникуем. Пизда дядьки, блять. Я только сейчас поняла, что я сделала какого-то Джокера, блять. Бля, ебать, экшон. Белочка. Че бози мой какая? Ау! 0 хп, блядь.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
Хай, прямое включение с работы. Привет.
George, I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
Пиздец, я хотела пир, блядь, там распределение, а не вот это. Вот все. Вау.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage traveled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Пойдемте пить виски.
Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there. I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
Ну, как бы, а хули нам еще делать-то остается? Виски с кокой. Ебать водопад. Блять, вот это вот звук.
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Нихуя атлетка, блять.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time.
Дед, ты куда там прыгаешь?
Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. What really matters is the one who wields it.
Что это, блядь?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
Так, нажмите R2. Нажимаю. Ага. Для выбора текущей цели некоторые игроки предпочитают выбирать цель и перемещать своего персонажа, используя один и тот же джойстик. Для этого в настройках необходимо отключить функцию прицеливания с помощью камеры. Ага. Пон. Ебать.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
О, тут какие-то цели еще. Нихуя. А чё, ничего не даю, да, за разрушение предметов? Я сейчас все поразрушаю.
Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you.
Ah, up there.
Пиздец мы скалолазы, нахуй.
We're close now. It's just ahead.
Деду вообще поебать, он просто берет и лазит по скалам. О, да, блядь, держусь. Накастовал. Тут прям, знаете, короче, контроллер вибрирует. Прям охуенно. Очень приятно, когда в игры играешь, у тебя еще есть эти вот ощущения все, когда там вздрагивают стены, еще какая-нибудь хуйня. Вот. Это церковь. Львы. Вау.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Я ебашу, блядь, эти. Ой, случайно открыла кувырок.
Professor, this statue.
This may have been his home.
Нихуя, вы видели, какой она сделала финт, блядь? Да я, блядь, тут все разрушу.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
Ага. Так. Ну, здесь нам больше делать нехуй. Я вроде поломала все, что можно было поломать, да? Поэтому мы пойдем по указателю. Нихуя рейндж действия. Так-то не маленький. Мне, сука, интересно. Мне интересно, на какой факультет я попаду, блядь. Если я вообще попаду теперь.
Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
Вот этот звук на фоне меня очень сильно раздражает, блядь. Я прям не могу, нахуй. Триггерит. Разбудите гоблина. В банке. У мистера Поттера есть его ключ? Эй, хуила, бабки, давай. Вставай, Ержан, на работу пора. Да, блядь, леща ему въебите там.
It can't be. Just a moment.
Давно никто не заходил, видимо.
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank.
Yeah.
Vault number 12, I presume.
Precisely.
The
Он
key.
сказал, я полагаю. Да.
Oh, yes, of course.
This way, then.
Stay close.
After you.
О, да прям. Как любезно с ее стороны.
Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
Похуячили. Ты куда так гонишь, дядя? Ёбаный в рот.
You'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great well-formed power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what?
Ау!
Washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you? Heard of it? These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep will we go?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It
Охуеть.
resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
А, поэтому так хуяришь. Таксист в экономе, ебать.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Блять, как меня бесят эти звуки, нахуй, на фоне. Это просто пиздец. Я реально создала какого-то Джокера, блять, с этим шизофренией, нахуй. Он еще по лору идет сам по себе.
Like the glow you saw in the porky container.
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
Блять, реально... Да хватит мне на ухо пиздеть, блять.
When was
Дайте
the
мне.
last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time,
Там летучие
no one
мышки
has
справа.
visited Vault 12 until today.
Тихо, тут что-то... Блять.
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
О, 32 рубля нашла, ебейша.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Блядь, да ты чё?
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps.
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Так, зафиксируйте свою палочку с помощью L и направляйте ее по контуру символа, чтобы выучить заклинание. Чтобы ускорить движение вашей палочки по контуру символа, нажмите соответствующую кнопку при появлении подсказки. Ага. Ебать. Нажмите.
There, I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Вау.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
Ебать.
This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some
Хватит,
sort of
блядь,
test?
уши мне ебать, господи.
But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Блядь. Я не могу нахуй. Как выбесить шизофреника, блядь? Вот эти вот звуки добавить на фон скрежещущие, чтобы я с ума сошла, блядь. Обезумела нахуй здесь, играю в эту игру прекрасную. Я слышу что-то слева.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Дед, не туда немного идешь, влево мне посвети чуть-чуть.
What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
Подсказку дай, подсказку.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Ебать.
Look out!
Potato.
Accio! Defendo! Levioso! Deposo! Exposo! Levioso!
Вот это мочилово, блядь. Что происходит? Не отхожу.
Professor? Professor Fig? Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Да я и так уже догадалась. Тут, типа, ну, максимально понятно, куда идти.
Oh, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Lumos. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time.
Ой, блядь, братья. Давайте.
I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Lumos.
Давайте, уебаны, нападайте, блядь.
I need to align these statues with their reflections.
Ай, блядь. А я не помню, как тебя защищать, сука. Я уже забыть успела. А, все, вспомнила. Изучите цели. Удерживайте время применения притега, чтобы... А, нихуя. Ай, блядь. И накидываешь, накидываешь, накидываешь. Ебашишь, ебашишь. Ой, блядь. А как похилиться? Не помню, как хилиться. Блять, я правда не помню, как... А, вот как. Все, ладно. Какие-то ворота. И меня снова ебашит. голосами, блядь. Это комната, которая была, блядь, в этих, не в дарах ли смерти? Где ты там окунаешься? Омут воспоминаний, по-моему.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin.
А, да, вот омут
That is a
памяти.
pensive for viewing memories. I wonder...
Ебать, я даже что-то помню из вселенной Гарри Поттера, хотя очень давно, ну, ничего не читала, не смотрела.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
Я достойна, блядь, ответственности? Вы чё, дядя?
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why.
Посасываю коку.
Someone's coming.
Who were they? I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
Ты чё, сука?
Right. Ranrock.
А, да этот хуй.
My reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
No.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir,
Блядь.
I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have
Было же очевидно, что он его убьет. Почему вы его ничем не защитили?
Traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Бля, вот нахуй ты это сделал? Еблан, блядь. Вот и ебитесь сами. Ай! Ай, блядь.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Come. Простите, я не могла не. Блин! Сука, до слез, блядь. Просто детство, нахуй. Да, сейчас у нас будет процедура распределения, и это прям очень-очень-очень интересно. Блин, я сразу вспоминаю эти старые игры по Гарри Поттеру, блядь. Это просто реально до слез. Это до слез.
I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Да, быстрее, блядь! Дайте мне эту шляпу! Это новый директор? Уже все хавают! Сейчас самое вкусное без меня съедят. Ой-ой. Ой-ой. Phineas Black? Это этот, блядь. Сын Сириуса, что ли?
Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Ебать, он, конечно, шикарный, нахуй идет.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome.
Ура, шляпа!
Have a seat.
Ah, yes.
A bit older than the others.
Ну да, типа, ну не пали, блядь.
You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is important to go after what you want from life.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition. An eagerness.
Конечно, блядь, когда у тебя такие нахуй силы.
You belong in Slytherin.
Куда? Ну-ка, если выбрать другой факультет. Своим терпением, преданностью и трудолюбием. Отвага, храбрость, благородство. Подход, смекалка и находчивость. Блядь. На самом деле, типа, я думала, там будет какой-то прям тест такой интересный. Ну... Вот тут... Блядь, тяжело. Я думаю, между Когтевраном и Слизерином, типа. Хотя зеленая форма будет пиже смотреться с учетом ее волос, поэтому...
You belong in Slytherin.
Встречайте Джокера и шизофреничку в ваших рядах. Всему Слизерину пизда, блядь. Вот, зеленый к зеленым волосам.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Да похуй, дай пожрать.
It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Костюм шикарный.
I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Ля.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Ля, ну чисто лягушка в болоте,
Looks
блин.
like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
У меня что, здесь, блядь, дверь? А, нет, вот здесь вот дверь. Че можно спиздить? Похавать могу. Ебать, взяла яблоко, заточила. Че еще? А я могу огонька поддать? Нет?
I suppose some introductions are in order.
That new fifth year must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from. They're lucky they didn't end up with dragons.
That is not helpful.
Did you see the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night? Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let's through.
Мне похуй. Чё мне с ними знакомиться, блядь? Чел читает
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Ладно. Допустим.
I think I'll go for a quick sprint on my broom after class tonight. I find it helps stimulate my mind, especially if we've had a class.
А чё я с палочкой хожу, как ебанутая? Убери палочку, нахуй она тебе в общежитии-то нужна? Эх.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Ну и
I
чё?
wouldn't do that if I were you.
Круто, я сделала. А дальше чё? Чё ты мне сделаешь?
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you.
They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
А что тебе обидно, блядь?
By the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Ага.
We handled it, and I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha! Not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Ладно.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Угу. Очень. Нихуя стоит такой, что пялишь?
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Не стесняйся, пошли ебаться.
Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Кто это сказал? Блин, у меня живот бурчит, как будто я хочу кушать. А мне лень вставать. Поебашили. Ой-ой-ой, лестница-то какая длинная. Тренировки, блядь.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Ебейша.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
А я хочу вот сюда. Подождите минуту, пожалуйста.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Revelio.
Ой, блядь, не на ту кнопку нажала. Угу.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Блин, он не дает пока что свободу действий. Ну ладно. Кого ты там притащил?
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Чем лучше замариновать куриные крылья? Я что, Google с рецептами? Я ничего ебу, блядь. Ой, открыть карту. Ай, блядь, ногу свела. Открыть карту. О! Тебе лень искать рецепт, а мне, блядь, не лень тебе объяснять рецепт.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Вдруг ты знаешь? Нет, сестра, я не знаю.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer.
Ой, сливочное пиво. Секс.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon.
Пыталась готовить сливочное пиво и как?
There's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details.
Тебе не особо? Ну, там разные рецепты есть. Вроде есть официальная книга с рецептами.
Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece.
Ну, всего 6 часов, я так спать хочу.
And you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Сейчас, ребята.
And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me.
Короче, придумала, с чем крылья сделать. Бля, ну это, давай, что там придумала.
After you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Как меню открыть? Сейчас. Давайте пока в руководстве посидим. Я сейчас закажу себе еду, если получится. Ну, минуток 5, и я вернусь. все, стример на базе, ебать. Давайте оденем все предметы для рук. Можно перчатки надеть. Нет, не хочу перчатки, они какие-то. Аксессуары для лица. Не надо мне такое. Головные уборы. Ебать, кепка. О, ну четкая, конечно. Да. Ну, шарфик, может, какой-то. Круто. Наряд. Хорошо подобранный. Школьная форма старосты? Я чё, староста, блядь? Капец. Коллекция. Одну какую-то штуку страницы Ревелио. Статуя. Это вот эта статуя, которую ты сейчас нашла, и все, по сути. Больше тут ничего нового нет. Задания, нет задач. Испытания. Ладно, короче. Тут, по-моему, ничего интересного нет. Так, надо с этим бро поболтать.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies.
Поехали, купим мне что-нибудь.
Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map?
Блять, жижу забыла
Unfold it and have a
взять.
look.
Что ты мне там дал? Вы можете отслеживать доступные задания с помощью карты. Спасибо, бро, я это уже поняла. Ой, что там надо делать? Я просто... У меня наушники беспроводные, я могу в любой момент встать и сесть, и вообще пойти хоть писать, пока разговариваю с вами. Так, ну я это делать, конечно же, не буду, но чисто теоретически такая возможность у меня имеется. Вот, и я сейчас стала зажижать, а то мне, блядь, картридж почему-то мне плюет в рот с жижей. И вот это вот мне не особо нравится, если честно. Основные задания. Ага. Все, пон. Это мы пон. Так, продолжить. Некоторые задания заблокированы из-за требованию или вашему уровню. В этих случаях для активации задания вам нужно достичь требуемого уровня. Угу. Занятия по заклинаниям.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand.
О, волшебная палочка тоже имба.
He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Нихуя. Что-то какая-то сенса, ну я не привыкла к ней. Охуеть виды, конечно.
Come now, Annabelle.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Вот это!
It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
А остальные-то не попрактиковались, дед-то, блин. О, у меня, кстати, подсветка контроллера тоже меняется. Ни хера она тут прям... Итак, и эдак она.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Ебать.
So why don't we have our newest students start us off?
Ну давай, блядь, сейчас будем всем показывать.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. Splendid! Don't lose your composure. That's it! Very good.
Нет, 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 не падай, не падай, не падай. Блядь.
Very good.
Сука.
Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes. Да. Погнали. А у меня не выбираются. А, типа по очереди ходим. Чё толкаешься? Давай.
Quite impressive. Let us do this. Phew.
Блин, своими шарами взяла мне все. Перекрыла.
Perfect score. Remarkable.
Туда, батиху.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Да давай.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this. There we go.
Угу. Что, 30? Блин. А ей засчитала 50? Охуеть!
Well done.
То я должна не сбивать ее, да, короче? Шары, блядь. Ну я уже всосала, короче. Вот как это работает. Ну ладно. Туда меня, блядь.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Почему, типа, из-за того, что ее шары, я толкала своими шарами ее шары, и тоже зачисливались баллы, сука. Я не знала этого правила.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Я вроде не помню, что просила меня успокаивать.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Ой, блин, а мне интересно, я услышу, когда мне заказ-то привезут.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know
А, собран. Окей. Здорово.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
О, второй левел. Второй левел, братья. О, побочные задания. Типа вот это вот. А, это просто локация. Задание. Спасите защиту темных искусств, понятно. Нет задач. А, это выполненные. Так, я правильно разобралась? Да, вроде бы.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Привет.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me.
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Надо было выбирать Коктевран, чтобы с ней на одном факультете учиться, она няшная. Ой, это какой-то сундук. Давайте пойдем посмотрим, что там за сундук.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the minister a boot or the minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boots and it wasn't flack, but you're already in trouble with Professor.
Можно котика гладить. Кися. Что? Мяу. И пошла. Кошечка, прикольно. Не понимаю, где сундук, короче. Ладно. Вот тут вот как будто бы где-то выше. Типа, судя по указателю. Пойду сейчас по тропинке тогда, ладно. Ну, типа, по указателю. Ура, наконец-то приготовила я кисобу. Молодец, приятного аппетита. Пожалуйста.
Professor Hecat! Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember.
Когда будешь, когда привезут доставку?
A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, A surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier. So, now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
I know.
Complicates things.
A perfectly executed Levioso.
This can't be your first duel.
I do enjoy a lively duel. All of my students for this again.
Блин, запинаю нахуй.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows.
Почему она так выделила гоблинов? Они что, типа какие-то мега агрессивные, что ли?
Whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Поговорите с Себастьяном, чтобы он не обиделся.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive,
О, в бойцовский клуб вступаем. Погнали, брат.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio.
Нет, тут ничего нет. Где сундук? Почему он мне показывает, что тут где-то есть сундук? Блин, не туда жму. А я этого типа... Скрещенные палочки. Ха-ха. Так, это я разблокировала, все ок. Не, ну графоний, конечно, красивый. Это... Прикиньте, да тут все моделировать, да, делать модельку этого здания. Я ебанулась. А, тут эта лестница не подойдет, нужна именно вот эта, потому что она идет туда вот направо. О, боже ты мой, а. Теперь нужно еще и выйти. Вот это да. Как красиво. Я знаю, что для Хогвартса вдохновением, источником вдохновения послужил некий замок, который существует в реальности. И вот в реальности это место посетить, это просто... Где сундуки, блядь? Вот он мне показывает, что тут что-то есть. Я прям на этом месте же стою. Ну, тут... А. Ага. Смотрите, хорек. А, нет, это кошка. Тоже. Только другая кошка. Ау. Такая. Типа подстригает. А где сундук? Я что, тупая? Я реально не понимаю, что это.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see.
Что-то как-то...
I'm trying to get a sonnet from a Strela. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that
Свет
regard,
скачет, то
I've asked your
холодный, то
professors to help
теплый.
hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Да, я уже поняла про дополнительные задачи.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en
Что
route.
за Виктор?
Rookwood? A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including
Это
his
сейчас
right
будет
hand
как в
and
бродячих псах, да, избегая Кутагаву, а там потом Кутагава
Once
сам
you've finished
приходит.
Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Я хочу в Хоксмит. Трехцветная кися! Чё, какая? Я вот себе такую же хочу. У нее такие чулочки черные на ножках. Чё, какая красивая, капец. О, блядь, дед развлекается.
There you are.
Да, это я.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Ура, мне привезли еду, я могу хавать охуенный хавчик. Уху-ху. Если заказала снеки, короче, эти, знаете, которые кружные палочки со вкусом томатов. Да, и много онигири. Тут есть тум-тум с сурими и с курицей. Ну, тупо состояние, блядь, оставила в жизнь Марти, конечно. На самом деле дорого получилось, там, блядь, что-то 700 рублей. Вот. Мне так впадло, ебать, что-то делать. Как хорошо, когда работаешь и можешь, блин, купить себе всякой хуйни. Так что я буду хрустеть за кадром. Периодически, может быть, буду играть, но я не уверена. Вот, поэтому всем приятного. Мне приятного.
flying page must be around here somewhere.
Might some kind of
Brilliant!
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't
I completed the assignments, Professor.
marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it! Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Wish I could sneak into the other common room. Just for an hour or so.
Sebastian took that dueling loss rather gamely.
There's something in there.
Hogwarts is a second home to me. Feeling a bit nostalgic about leaving one day. My friends and I like
I wonder what animal
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely. Likely already named them too.
Prawn soup and sugar.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah! You can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh, any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling.
I used to like Transfiguration.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful. Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi-guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes, Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Lumos.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps... Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you.
Slytherin, да.
This is proving a bit trickier than I had anticipated.
А куда мне еще идти?
Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
я уже боюсь, блядь, какую палочку у тебя не беру, брату, но она все это... Ты сама факультет выбрала или как? Ну, меня распределила шляпа на Слизерин. Я почитала еще про другие, подумала, но все-таки решила на Слизерин.
How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Ну вот это ебейшее, блядь. А можно еще длиннее сделать?
Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Компенсируешь?
Curious indeed.
Было бы что, я смотрю вообще, в чем разница. Широкий спектр.
A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. How intriguing.
Расскажи про перо Феникса, дед, блядь. Ладно.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling
На дамаг
magic.
думаешь? Ну,
And the bond
надеюсь.
between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be
Блядь,
of further
цвет
assistance.
реально то холодный скачет, то теплый. И мне это не нравится. Вообще прям очень неприкольно. Блядь, задание. Палочка выбирает себя. Фолианты и свитки магазин. Блядь, где карта? Вот. Фолианты и свитки. Это вот ёбань. Все, погнали. Теперь у меня новая палочка. Ура! Ты про Тетулос говорила сейчас или про что? Не, я говорила про палочку только.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Вот. Сейчас теплый свет стал. Не цвет волос, а в принципе вот полностью экран, картинка. Вот сейчас теплый, а потом в какой-то момент он внезапно меняется на холодный цвет. Вот, сейчас похолоднее стало. Опять теплый. Опять холодный.
Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or
Цветокор шалитом бы. Да вот, блядь, я хуй знает.
For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station. Yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Навозный компостер, отлично. Зелье пепина, блядь, и волшебная брюква. Ага. Все, пока, дядя. Одно дело, когда вот ты выходишь из одного помещения и там, да, скачет свет. А когда, типа, вот ты в одном помещении вот так вот разговариваешь с NPC-шками, скачет свет, пиздец. Пепино, спагетти, ну, в натуре какой-то.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
Я пока толком ничего не прошла. Вот. У меня еще только первый день в школе, блядь.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory. Or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Капец, что так дорого? Первое сентября, да, я и поэтому написала название стрима с днем знаний. Я не знаю, хватит ли меня всю игру стримить. Я чисто по настроению подрубила. Вот и все. Вообще сейчас сижу, кушаю. А не гирьку. О, это что? Там. Нихуя взяла, ограбила мужика. Спасибо.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Ah, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds?
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Да, типа на студент по обмену. О, баран ходит. Нихуя себе. Сюда, лут. Блядские страницы. Я вас всех найду. А может и не найду. Можно дерево подстричь. Херак, херак. Опа! Крутое дерево сразу получилось. Блин, прикольно. А тут что можно сделать? О, опять спиздила деньги. Ага. Блять, куда я иду? Вот еще одна. Ура! У меня испытание, доступны награды, которые вы еще не забрали. Испытание. Ну, прошу прощения. Где? Забрать нельзя. Ладно. А, вот тут вот можно. Пока только очки могу. Дальше не могу. Или могу, блядь, что ты от меня хочешь? Выполнено. Выполнено. Вот тут 0 из 8, тут 3 из 8. Еще одна уродская шапка. Ну, прям для меня коллекция. Плащи и мантии. Легендарный. Нихуя лут нашла. Нападение плюс 4. Стоимость 200 рупиев. Ёбаный рот. Бешеная нахуй. Топ. Ебать. Вот так вот я выгляжу теперь. Я, правда, здесь не поняла пока, как сундуки собирают. Но я думаю, мы со временем разберемся. Вот.
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Ну да, кто бы мог подумать. Ой.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Ёбаный твой рот! Блять! Ладно, успела. Ай! Ай-яй. Ой, блядь, ебать меня это. Я забыла уже, как драться, ёб твою мать. Да, блядь! Пиздец, он меня швыряет. А можно как-то меня не ебашить так сильно? Я не в тайминг, пиздец.
A taste of his own medicine.
Блять! Ебало мне расквасил. Ай, блять! Сука! Че, я сдохла? Все, пиздец? Да, я сдохла. Ёбаный насрал. Ну ничего, ебать, сейчас мы разберемся, братья. Рита вспомнит, как не путать кнопки управления, и разберемся. А начиналось так красиво. Можно пропустить? Это тоже пропустить, да, вот. А, видимо, от красных спелл не спасет, да, и надо только уклоняться. И хуярить по нему. Блять. Блядь! Бро, да что ты делаешь, блядь? Вот возьми эту бочку и пиздани в него. Я, блядь, тут как белка. Ой, блядь. Сука, он 3-го уровня, нахуй. Блять, какой нахуй люмос? Я забыла, как защищаться. Почему она ничего не делала? Куда я ему под ноги, блядь? Ура, наконец-то. Захуярила.
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Блядь, а как там оно? Так, окей, что еще мы можем починить? Дом ебать, сейчас починим. Подстригите дерево, пожалуйста, нам. Спасибо. Что там еще есть? А, вот еще есть. Вот это я ультанула, конечно.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Сундук. Откройся. Он на меня смотрит, типа, да мне похуй вообще на тебя. Че ты пялишься? Сука. Не понимаю я, что здесь делать с сундуками, конечно, но ладно.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Капец. Откуда столько... Шарфик хочу. Хочу шарфики. Блин, черт.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
Сломанный вальс.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction.
Это руку.
What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin?
Кажется, нет.
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly.
Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thank you for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are...
Блядь.
Timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day.
Нет, блядь, сейчас тебе ебушку начистим.
The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Блядь, странно какой-то.
Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything. It is perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Так и есть. Бля, у нее хуй. Типа я знаю, да, что там можно создавать трансов, как бы. Для меня это не новость. Но все равно.
I'm certainly glad Serona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Самый кек трансы хотели отменить игру. Ой, блядь. Да они чем только не занимаются, справедливости ради. Делать им нехуй, мне кажется. У людей других проблем нет. Вот и с жиру бесится. А Роулинг-то вообще почти никак не причастна к этой игре, блядь, кроме факта того, что, типа, это ее франшиза. Хотя разрабы сделали все, чтобы трансам подлезать, из-за того, что просто, блядь, мне на самом деле ебать за Роулинг обидно было в этом плане. Она же всю эту транс-идеологию не поддерживает, да, но она остается авторкой всей вот этой вселенной Гарри Поттера, блядь. И когда работали над игрой, в какой-то момент, по-моему, сценарист вообще же нахуй это... О, почта, блядь, вы получили сову. Ой, буду здорова нахуй. Вот. Там, короче, ёбань была, пиздец. А мне вообще... Так ее отлучили, да-да-да, типа. Ее нахуй послали во время работы над игрой. И я такая, вообще, ВТФ, блядь. Это, по-моему, такой бред. Она полностью авторка всей вселенной, блядь. Это настолько неуважительно. Мне кажется, это просто пиздец. Это как, не знаю, вот если есть же этот Стэн Ли, нахуй, из Марвел, блядь. Представьте, что его бы вот так вот, нахуй, прокинули, и просто все бы про него забыли, блядь. Когда он умер, нахуй, там все по нему скорбели, блядь, и так далее. А Джон Роулинг, которая, ну, просто, блядь, создала целую вселенную собственноручно, грубо говоря, там, да. Ну, у нее, конечно, были там редакторы, все это... Вот. Ее просто нахуй послали. Или Толкин, да. И у меня просто в голове не укладывается, как с ней так могли поступить вообще. От нее же эти отвернулись, и Рэдклифф, и это... Короче, актеры, которые играли эту троицу малышей. Ну, как малышей, они потом выросли, там все дела. Вот. Троицу друзей. Ну, блядь, я прям не знаю. Мне кажется, это вообще прям какой-то бред и кринжатина. Невероятное. То, что с Роулинг получилось. Зайди ко мне, я кое-что обнаружил в медальоне, который мы нашли в Гринготсе. Он вообще нигде не отсвечивает. Ну, брось, сидит, спокойно живет просто. Сова! Сова тихолёсая такая сидит. Лялечка. И... Конечно, прикольно, что тут, кстати, придумали, чем ГГшка отличается там от остальных, потому что уже, знаете, после того, как, типа, вот, снимается в бюджетных авторских фильмах, ну, кайф, вот, типа, после того, как, скажите мне, я вам скажу, в Гарри Поттере была вот эта тема, типа, мальчик, который выжил, да, было какое-то событие, которое отличало Гарри от остальных учеников. Вот, для меня было интересным, типа, как вообще это будет работать здесь. Ну и вот, как бы как-то вот так вот это сработало, что нашли новый источник такой силы, да, и наделили КГшку этим, чтобы было как-то поинтереснее, а не просто, потому что для меня до этого Хогвартс Легаси был такой игрой, ну, где, типа, ты просто как в Sims реально создаешь персонажа и просто будешь жить жизнь, а здесь прям есть этот элемент прям какой-то фантастической истории. Это что было? Девочка, которая смогла в древнюю магию? Ну да. Мне кажется, довольно интересно. Там призраки бесятся. С жиру тоже. Так, нам сюда? Да, нам вот сюда. Как же фантастические твари. Но там, по-моему, не было ничего такого в ГГшке прям специфичного. Хотя я тоже толком не помню. А, это эти квиддичмены. Хоть Ньют и обычный маг. Ну вот да, типа, это было прикольно, прикольный спин-офф, я ничего против не имею. Вот, но здесь прям ГГшку однозначно наделили какими-то интересными свойствами, и это прикольно, мне кажется. На своей волне был. Там очень интересный тоже, по-своему, так скажем, интересный, да, главный герой фантастических тварей. Вот. Ну, все равно, типа... Все равно. Здесь мне прям нравится, как они сделали. Ебать, они тоже за мной смотрят. Что-то я запизделась и, походу, куда-то не туда убежала, или что я? А, нет, все верно, иду. У меня зелени нихуя нет. Туалет. О, ура.
Let me guess. Villa blood.
Так лестница Хогвартса рандомная ведь. Ну, не совсем. Здесь, я как поняла, в этой части замка там нет такого, что прям меняется как-то лестница. Это мужской туалет. Оу. Оу. Вот, показывает, да, что сундук. Все. А, нихуя. А вот здесь вот где сундук, блядь. Там, нахуй, сверху. Показывает, что сверху. Где-то. Ну ладно. Если за попадание в чужой туалет, там что-то дальше не увидела комментарий, потому что не полностью отображаются комментарии, когда ты вот просто с этого софта PlayStation смотришь. Сейчас, может быть, я могу как-то почитать комментарии. Показать чат, показать активность, положение внизу справа. Нет, это видео мне надо YouTube открывать и смотреть ваши comments, потому что так он мне не хочет показывать. Так. Сейчас, бро, я прочитаю, что ты там написал. Штрафовали бы за попадание не в тот туалет, ржу. Да, было бы забавно. Было бы забавно, но этого не будет. Наверное. Так, что у нас еще? Блядь, снаряга. Там считали деньги из зарплаты, если в чужой туалет заходишь, а заваливаешься. Блядь. Сука. Ебать, смотрите, тупо косметику нашла. Ну, красиво, красивая рукоятка для палочки. Прикол. Ага, то есть тут все, что я нашла. Коллекции. Вот нахуя мне это всегда смотреть? Они заебали меня. Теперь точно похоже на нож. Да? Мне не показалось, что похоже на нож. Мне нравится, что она такая белая, она такая, ну, типа, естественная, кривая, с вот этим вот, с текстурой дерева. Прям очень классно. Я бы себе такую и выбрала, если бы у меня была такая возможность. В реальной жизни ждать. Это я чё, блядь, проснулась, нахуй?
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Она бы тебя выбрала. Ну, допустим.
It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were
Да вообще
Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Serona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
А что мы там нашли? типа.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the
Неприятности.
You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment.
Это что, как этот?
Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise. And a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may
Карта
find
мародеров?
there.
Да, правильно ты
If
сказал.
our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your
Да,
defensive magic further, come
дед
and see me.
прав.
I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
А мне нельзя туда как-то телепортироваться? Походу нет, это все в одном блоке находится. У меня тут совсем немного исследовано. Да у меня, в принципе, Хогвартс еще толком не исследован. Я, не успела еще ничего пронюхать. Но сюжет лично мне кажется достаточно интересным. Типа, мне это нравится. То, что прям хочется играть, а не так, что... Да, пошло-ка оно все там. Потому что у меня бывает такое, иногда заходишь в игры, а играть совершенно неинтересно. Ну, к примеру, так вот было с Доки-Доки, когда я попыталась Доки-Доки после покупки на Switch играть, типа. Что нам тут надо сделать? А, это тоже страницы руководств. Я-то думаю, что это за хрень полупрозрачная? На приколе вообще. Репликант. Ну, с репликантом тоже более-менее, да, интересно. Но там, видишь, чуть меньше экшона, как мне показалось. Чуть размереннее в целом вот этот вот как-то геймплей. Поэтому не так захватывает. А здесь прям удалось захватить и удержать внимание. Да ты чё?
Everyone hates you? Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoil sports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst. That no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Он такой медитативный. Возможно, да, типа... особенно вот... Ну да, типа, я же считаю, этот именно первый акт сейчас гуляю там. Поэтому... не так много, а хочется чего-то вот такого, что экшен, динамика, и ты сразу тебя в нее окунают, быстро обучают, и хочется снова быть в этом, как-то, не знаю, разбавляются ВН-ками, второй динамичнее. Блин. Мне кажется, мне все равно придется
People can be so cruel.
пройти.
Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
Блин, мне так нравится, как моя героиня выглядит, пиздец, хотя она на меня вообще не похожа. Ну да ладно, она симпотная. Я б с ней замутила. Сука.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Какие плюй камни? Я сейчас не хочу сайд-квест выполнять. Отстаньте.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Ой.
Seems crossed ones isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
I could spend all my galleons of honeydews and just on fizzing whizbees.
Чисто ее варят, а ей похуй. Респект девушке. Да. Топи-топи. Ай, блядь, минус глаза. Убили меня. Вау! Что это за место такое интересное? Меня тут раньше не было. Блядь.
Oh, not again! Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
Please, Peeves, you'll make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed,
or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have 1 weekly swim! Whee!
I'll get you for this.
Блядь, бедолага нахуй. О! Дай похавать. Дай похавать. Сука, хуйлан. Не могу ему уебать? Чё там? Чё тут запищало? Вы слышали этот звук? Ай, блядь, минус глаза опять. Вау. Сука, вот я бы хотела, конечно, в таком замке жить, нахуй, от всех подальше. Так, чтобы у меня там были, короче, все магазины. И так далее. Это что? Вместо Mortal Kombat он решил в другой вселенной турнира. Да, и стала школьником, блядь.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does crossed ones work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins.
Я пролюкана, я поняла.
Determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Ладно, подруга. Да, блядь. Подожди, как это делается? А почему в меня уебало? А, это мое же заклинание. Эта дура так и будет стоять. Все зелья въебало.
Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Ones all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
I'll be dueling solo.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Мастерский раунд? Вы чё, ёбаный? Блять, сама в себя. Да блять. Да блять. Тут недостаточно просто. Соло, ебать. От этого напарника нахуй.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Так.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Давайте
Be sure
пробовать.
to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Угу.
Excellent form.
Разъебос. Заново? А что не так? Тайминг какой-то? Ой, блядь. Okay.
I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Да я уже, бро.
Assignment's all finished.
Level up. Заебись. Можно жить, нахуй. Пожить, пожить. коллекция это не то. Испытание 2%. Шо там могу? Одни очки мне дают какие-то непонятные. Завершите задачи 2. Какие? А, просто типа любые. Все, поняла. Неважно, какие задачи. Главное, завершите. Круто. А нахуя мне эта информация? Нет. Тут чинить тоже, блядь, как-то нечего особо. No. Вон же кнопка сверху, она подсвечивается. Что тут с ним можно сделать? Блядство какое-то. Ой, как светло-то опять. Пойдемте сейчас сдавать задание нашей преподавательнице, чтобы за нас не боялись, что мы нихуя не можем.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor?
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady. Good work.
Допустим. А, вот так вот что ли? Все, поняла. Вау. Там закрыто все. А чё не так? Я же добавила. Вы что, меня троллите? Ура, я могу другой шарфик надеть. Чё? Я же вроде как получила. Инвентарь, таланты, коллекции, уровень, карта, настройки. Ебать, я парту подожгла. Нормально? У меня палочка разрядилась. Вот у меня справа повисла эта хрень, она не убирается. Что за пиздец? Только не говорите, что мне придется игру перезапускать. Чё, все, может быть, хватит? А дальше у меня какие задания? Заданий нет, задач. Может быть, эта пиздота уйдет? Правда, она меня заебала. Сейчас я перезайду, ребята, тут прям это... Какой-то трэш. Что-то она залагала, видимо. Секунду.